Okay, dudes, I'm going to tell you about my night. I just drank a big glass of milk with a magnesium tablet, and I'm going to be ready to go to bed soon. So we laid another brick in the wall, and another day done, and everything is all groovy. Um, so I did my second job today. I mowed the lawn at the senior's place, came home, showered, had a little bit of lamb to eat, and then I kind of wanted to go out and do things. Well, I went out and I got a hacksaw at a thrift store for tools type thing because I want to see if I can cut the blinds down, my old blinds manually, with the hacksaw because I got these new plastic ones I don't like. So I want to see if I can cut the old ones and maybe return the new ones. After that, I had the evening off, and my other job is usually night, so it's nice to have the evening off. Actually, I might just, as I've said in a previous video, I might just switch to weekend days and then go back to school during the weekdays, or look into like a temp work construction or something like that or whatever. But that's not the point of this video. I already made that video. So it was nice having the night off. I went and I walked down to the library, and there was a chess club going on, and I did okay at the last two games. I still lost, but I did okay. The first two guys, I played three guys, but I played probably a total of 9 games. The first two guys really smoked me. The first guy was like a teacher for disabled children or something, and he was kind of one of the facilitators. He was organizing like a chess tournament, so he's serious into the thing. And he effortlessly beat me, but he was nice about it, which was good. And there was no hints of like you shouldn't be here really, which I did get at another time where I was playing chess. Like some guys were taking like subliminal shots at me like that, which was like, I don't know, chess players can be like that sometimes. Second guy was an old guy from Russia, which is very stereotypical. Like there's always, like if you go to a chess like meetup, wherever it is, there's always going to be an old Russian guy there, and it's weird because there's not many Russian people in my town. There's like Ukrainian refugees right now, but I don't think he was a Ukrainian refugee. I think he was just an old Russian guy, and completely on point with the stereotype. He crushed me, to the point where he was actually helping me play, and he was still winning. Then the last guy, who still won both games that we played, and he took off. But it was very even, and I made a mistake in both games that cost me the match or the game, whatever you want to call it. But it was close, and I was actually thinking, I was actually in the game, and it wasn't just kind of like being pressured to move and like these like uninterested opponent that is just like years ahead of you. So the last guy was an actual game. I lost both, but it felt more real. And I've been doing this off and on. I've probably done it maybe 5 or 6 times, but not consecutively. Like all spaced out throughout the year, just like a month here, a week there, like type thing. And I saw another guy that I knew from like maybe 2 months ago, and we did the peace sign, so that was cool. So that was good to get out and do that. Then I walked down to my work, which like my night job, which I wasn't working today. It was my coworker. I went in there, talked to him quickly, got a drink out of the water fountain. I helped him a little bit. I wasn't on the clock. I just helped him put the microphones away. Fist bump, how are you? That kind of thing. And there was a salsa club at my work, and it's for free. So I said, well, I'm going to do this. I'm here. I did it once before. I talked about it on the channel. Wasn't very good. Just learned the steps the first time. The second time, basically the same. I was a little bit better, a little bit more confident, but I was looking at the feed a lot. I was kind of not really all there. I wasn't really absorbing all the information quite as well as I should be, and it was a little embarrassing, to be honest. And that's kind of the thing. Like, I can take a perspective of this as a loss or a win, and both would be true. It depends whether you want to look at the negative side or if you want to look at the positive side. And to me, I always look at both sides, and I overanalyze them. That's typical to me of me is I really am living in my head quite a lot. I'm very introverted, and I go over things a lot in my head. And anyone that's been on this channel before can tell that right away. But some of the things that I noticed on the negative side were that I'm very slow at learning things, even though it does take slow. And you can kind of tell people don't have patience for that, like when they're there and they want a good dancing partner, which it almost feels like charity sometimes when they're dancing with you, and I don't know, they you can tell in their face the second they find out that you don't know what you're doing and you're just kind of going through the motions back and forth. You know, one move and they're expecting so much more, and there's like this wave of disappointment you can see on their face, even though you warned them ahead of time that you don't know what you're doing, it's your first time. But so that kind of sucks. But not to focus on that, to focus on the positive that I actually got out. I did 5 different dances with 5 different partners. I met some people, I mingled, I talked to some people, and it was nice. It was good to get out and do something. I did feel like I was out of place there. I felt like I didn't really belong there, but I'm new, so it would definitely feel like that. And they were suggesting to practice at home to get better, but I mean, I don't really have time to practice at home. And then I'm kind of thinking, like, if I don't practice at home and I keep going, they'd probably get pissed off. But I mean, that's probably what I'm going to have to do anyways, because I'm not going to just, I don't even know the moves to begin with to practice, and then I'll be on Google or YouTube practicing the moves at home. Maybe I should. I don't know how serious I am with the thing, but it was a success. I'm gonna deem it a success. So I did that. I did the chest. I walked home. On the walk home, I went through this path by a lake. Kind of saw it was maybe 9, dark. You could see the moon. It was a crescent moon. That was nice. There's people out riding bikes, things like that. Saw a homeless guy closer to my place on the way back. He asked for change. I said I don't have any change, and then I kind of just stood there for a couple minutes and I talked to him. I'm like, how's your night going? He says, terrible. I said, well, my night's okay. It's like da da da. And I just kind of just started talking to him about my day, but he didn't look like he really wanted to talk. But I talked maybe to him for like 60 seconds, and then I fist bumped him, and then I said, okay, see you later. And then I walked home, and like, he was friendly. Like, that's kind of what I don't get about people. Like, these guys are people. Like, even if you don't have change, like, you don't have to like just run by them and say, no, I don't have change, like, fuck off. Like, sometimes, like, just talk to them for a minute, kind of feel out the moment, take a second, like, take the temperature or whatever, and see what's going on, see if they're talkative, see if they want to vent or whatever. And like, I guess not a lot of people have time for that, but I had time for that. He didn't seem like he wanted to talk for very long. Sometimes some people do, but yeah, got the fist bump, and then I came home and I drank some milk with my magnesium tablet, and now I'm going to go to bed. So overall, decent night. Yeah, so I met like maybe 4 or 5 people, and it was interesting. It was awkward, but it was definitely better than sitting at home. It was definitely better than scrolling through Instagram, you know. Definitely better than just meaninglessly going through Wikipedia articles and WebMD, looking up different supplements and World War II articles that I do some nights. But some nights I do that. Sometimes I'm just burnt out and I want to lay down and do that. And that's my video game type thing. Like, a lot of people, like, when they're really burnt out, they come and they do League of Legends or World of Warcraft or whatever, Call of Duty. my equivalency to that was always just like looking up random shit on Wikipedia. That's kind of what I do when I'm burnt out and wanting to relax. But today I got out, I did some stuff. It was awkward, but it was fun. And I mean, I'm gonna even do like the whole positive visualization thing, not to the point where it's going to be delusional where I'm thinking that I was the best dancer there and I crushed it, but I'm going to just take everything with a grain of salt. I belonged there, even though I kind of felt out of place, and it kind of felt like a little bit of a class issue here and there. Like everyone there was kind of well educated and I'm like a laborer, and there's that, and then there's people that were from France that were visiting, and then, oh, you're a local, and I kind of got a little bit of a hint that there was a little bit of a thing there, but maybe not. Maybe it's over analyzing social situations too much, like I do live in my head too much. So you can look at it either way, and I'm going to choose to look at this in a positive light, and I'm going to just, no one directly made fun of me or anything, and I was just learning, so I mean, it was a good night. So anyways, I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to wish everybody well. God bless. I hope everyone's having a good night, a good day. Stay hydrated. Make sure that you're taking care of yourselves, because it's hard out there, especially nowadays when people are working 2 jobs, or if they're working 1 job with overtime, or if they are even part-time but they have 2 kids, or they have a dog, or they have all kinds of, they're trying to do like a home business, or they're going to school, whatever your case may be. Like, take care of yourself. It's busy out there. There's lots of ways you can trip up. Okay, so peace out. Bye.